Guys, like, comment, subscribe, share the video, especially if you love college football as much as I do. Oregon, as you all know, has to host Ohio State in 2024. I've already talked about how I feel about that game being played. I've talked about my prediction to win the Big Ten championship this year in 2024. Now it's time to give my official prediction without any trash talking. Ohio State's going to be a great football team, okay? Ryan Day is under a lot of pressure. I believe he's under more pressure than Billy Napier is of Florida. Because, again, like, Florida has been struggling for the last few years anyway. And nobody's really expecting much out of Billy Napier in Florida anyway. But Ohio State recruits a lot better than Florida. They hit the transfer portal. They've got much better players than Florida. And their conference, even with the additions of us, Washington, USC, and all these other great teams, this conference is more winnable than the SEC. I'm just being real with you, okay? So, yeah. Ohio State's going to have a great offense. That offense with the quarterback from Kansas State. I can't say his name because I don't care. I'm a Texas fan from the Big 12, by the way, so of course I don't care about Kansas State. But they have another quarterback coming in. He's pretty good. They're going to have a pretty good offensive line. They usually do. Judkins, the Ole Miss running back, that's going to be tough for us to deal with. And he's going to give Ohio State's offense a lot to worry about, or anybody's defense to worry about for Ohio State. And even then, you've got good receivers. Ohio State's going to have great receivers. Marvin Harrison Jr., gone to the NFL, no problem. They're going to have other guys to step up and play. You know they always do. Ryan Day is great about having receivers for Ohio State. You know what else he's been great at developing lately? A great defense. That defense, and I'll give Ohio State some props. Look, I love Michigan from the Big Ten. I love how they play football. Every year, their defense has gotten better. They had a great defense this past year. That was Michigan's toughest game, was Ohio State. Okay? And that defense is probably going to be just as good, if not better, under Jim Knowles and Ryan Day as the head football coach for Ohio State. And now he has Chip Kelly. So with the way I'm talking, you think, oh, I'm going to pick Ohio State, right? Oregon should win this game. I believe Oregon is a tougher and more physical team than Ohio State. I don't care who gets offended by me saying that. Ryan Day can go out and say, I wish I knew where Lou Holtz was right now. I wish I knew where GNS coverage was right now. We have a tough team. I can't believe he would say that. I just cannot believe. Man, be quiet, Ryan Day. But listen, you got lucky with Notre Dame. Notre Dame should have beat you too. But that's besides the point. I believe Oregon will win the line of scrimmage by a hair, because Ohio State's a good team too. They're tough. Despite what Roman Wilson from Michigan said about them not being tough. They are a tough team, being honest. I believe the home field advantage will be the biggest advantage for Oregon. They got quite a few advantages. Home field advantage, I believe the quarterback for Oregon is better than their new quarterback for Ohio State. I like Dylan Gabriel. He's a game changer. Without him, they wouldn't have upset Texas this past year. Texas would have gone that playoff undefeated. But they beat Texas because guess what? He played. They had that 1-minute touchdown drive, whatever it was, with 1:18 seconds to go because of him in the Cotton Bowl in the Red River rivalry. Oklahoma won 10 games this past year because of Dylan Gabriel. And when Dylan Gabriel was healthy the year before, Oklahoma, I guarantee you, would not have gone 6-7. So I believe he's the biggest difference maker, and Oregon has much more talent on both sides of the ball than Oklahoma. I expect him to ball out and play his best football. Bo Nix did it. You saw what he did at Auburn. He struggled over there, right? And he's probably going to play good in the NFL, but he played great with us, our athletes. I expect the same out of Dylan Gabriel. Score prediction? Should be a tough game because Ohio State's game for anybody. They're tough. You know, even when they played Missouri in that Cotton Bowl that people like to make fun of them about, including me, realistically, look, they didn't look right in that game. That was a tough team, okay? Ohio State would beat anybody else from the SEC with their team loaded, as they are. That's just the way it is. But, sorry, Ohio State fans, I got to go with Oregon. Oregon wins this game. Realistic score here, 27-21 Oregon. I believe Dylan Gabriel will be the difference. His legs, his ability to throw on the run and stand in the pocket and throw if he needs to will be the difference. Oregon's got great players. Ohio State has great players, but the home field advantage, Dylan Gabriel, I trust that more. Give me the Ducks to win by 6 points or less.